and go.
Welcome to the Bogart Podcast, episode number 21. I'm Evan Bogart. With me today is David Partial, and we have a show for you today. Call in the show, 585-678-1660. That's 585-678-1660. Call or email into the show, the Bogart Podcast at gmail.com. And yeah. So, Dave, did you get the last text I sent you?
Yes.
About,
It said you picking up?
no, not that. The fan.
Yeah.
Don't you think that's pretty fucking cool, dude?
Yeah. Are you wasted tonight?
I've had a few beers.
Yeah, I can tell. How many's a few?
Well, I got off of work and...
Because you're not loosey-goosey. You're like beyond loosey-goosey. I can tell.
No, but no.
Yeah, you are.
Well, no, I sent...
I can see it in your eyes.
I sent David a text of our fan, Valinda. And, I think that's pretty fucking cool, dude.
Yeah. For sure.
I mean, it's weird. When I started this way back in the day.
A half a year ago almost.
Yeah.
Or, 12 years ago.
I started this and I was like, where is this gonna go? You know?
This is how it went. I can't remember exactly when you attempted to start it. I don't know if it was 2009 or 2010. You'd give up after a while, then you'd take like a really long break, and you'd start it up again, and you'd give up after a while, then you'd take a really long break. And I'm trying to think, how many podcasts have you started and ended? There's like the Basement Podcast.
That ended in 2000. Well, that ended when my legal shit happened.
Yeah.
And then after that, I started it back up in 2016.
Was there a different name when it was you, me, and that one chick?
Oh,
Or
no, it was the Basement Podcast.
And was it called the Basement Podcast? It was just like you and me testing it out on the old laptop.
Yeah, that was the Basement Podcast.
Okay. And then there was a time when you had our one high school classmate, Jessica Romero, in it.
That was
What was that called?
2016, and that was Beer Pirate Radio.
Beer Pirate Radio.
Y-
And then you did it solo for a while.
Yep, I did that. It was...
You did 2 episodes and called it quit. I remember telling Nathan about it. And then here you are when you said 21 shows, but I think it's 22. But I don't know.
I think it's...
I don't keep track.
Yeah, so, I mean...
It's a lot.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like, to tell you the truth, I just want the best of what I do. And so, I mean, like, it will, when we get the podcast studio up and running, that's when it's going to be the best.
We should take a quick minute to talk about your beard that you have going
I know.
on.
I'm growing it back out again.
Why? Is it that cold there?
It's been a warm winter.
It's not even winter yet, but yes, it has.
When's the first day of winter?
Like the 21st of December?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's what I listened to a broadcast on Spectrum, and they said that it's going to be a fucking warm winter.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, Obama. And your war on global warming.
Yeah. So yeah, worked a couple of days this week, and how was it? I worked in the nursing home today.
Was it awesome?
It was all right.
Did you see any dead bodies?
No, I didn't see any dead bodies, but I noticed.
Were there any old people? Were there any old people there saying that you're trying to steal their medicine?
No. So I know.
Were there any old people that had to get a sponge bath?
No, I don't. I'm not a nurse.
Were there any World War II vets talking about back in my day?
No.
Blah 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 blah.
But
blah.
I noticed though that you notice that nursing homes, right? They have a certain.
I don't know. I've never been.
You
to
never
one.
been to one?
No, couldn't tell you anything about nursing.
Well,
home.
you've been to a hospital that. Well, you've been to a hospital, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you notice that they have a certain smell, right?
I don't know. I don't really pay attention to the smell.
Well, I've noticed that my.
Well, yeah, because you work in the hospital.
I know, but I've noticed that when my grandfather was in the nursing home, Grandpa Kiesel, there was always a certain smell, and I always wanted to know what that smell was. I was like,
was it Ben Gay?
no, it was just a certain smell in the air, and I noticed it was a laundry detergent that they use. They buy it in bulk, and they use it, and that's what the hospital smells like. They use this certain laundry detergent, and it that's what it smells like.
What do they do? Pour it into the AC unit, so goes through the vents, and you get the scent of the laundry detergent in the AC.
No,
vents. Is that what it is?
They collect the clothes that the residents have, and they wash it, and then So I mean, that's what.
So it's not Ben Gay.
No, it's not Ben Gay. I don't even know if they use Ben Gay in the hospital.
I'm sure there are some old folks that use Ben Gay. Well, who knows?
Give me 2 seconds.
Okay. He's got to go crack another cold one. And that's why I think the Bills are going to win the Super Bowl this year.
But anyways, so I think that's why they use the laundry detergent that they use in hospitals and stuff like that, so.
Mm-hmm. You should see how fast you can chug that.
Is that your fucking cat?
Yeah.
How many cats do you have now?
Just 2.
Jesus fucking Christ.
How many dogs do you have?
I got 2, but they're not making so much noise.
Too many.
Yeah. We'll talk about that in a minute.
Chug, 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 chug. Freshman.
Are you fostering any cats now?
No.
No.
We're taking a break from it. You know how it's just telling you to chug, and freshman. So I got my kid to do that. So we had some Starbucks today, and I got the delicious peppermint mocha, and I was drinking it. And she's like, chug, freshman. And she has no idea what any of that means, but it's funny. Awkward silence.
I don't know a lot, but so dude, how was your week?
Oh. When did we last do an episode?
Was that?
It's been when did we last do an episode? It's been so long, I don't remember.
It was last week.
Was it?
I think so.
Well, my call thingy on the FaceTime says the 27th of November was the last time.
No, that can't be right.
Yeah, which was only today's the 7th.
No, today's the 4th.
No, today's the 7th.
Oh, my fucking thing is off.
Today is Pearl Harbor, the 80 something anniversary of Pearl Harbor, and but yeah, so it seems like forever that I can't remember what did we do last week. I have no idea. Nothing really, but today was like the longest day ever, right? So with my work stuff, right, I got this because we have the whole company in a group chat on the WhatsApp, right? And there was like some chief that said, bring your peanut butters because we're having a memorial for our OIC who passed away a while back. And we're like, well, that sucks because I can't fit into mine. So you remember how I told you, I don't think we talked about it on the episode, but I know that I told you via text. It's like I'm conflicted, right? It's like I've got like these 3 options that I can do. I can like get these waist and belly slimming underwear, high-waisted belly slimming underwear for men.
Yeah, but are they like the Kim Kardashian?
I have no idea. If you just type in like men's waist slimming and belly slimming underwear, some stuff will pop up.
Okay.
Where it shows like this is like, it goes up to like their, just below their chest. It's like, I don't know what to call it. It's like spandex and polyester, and it's supposed to, like suck everything in, right? I mean, there's a product that's got like 8,000 positive reviews. So I'm like, do I do that and just, and wing it, or do I, fill out the paperwork and try to get some new ones? I'm talking about like, because none of my, my service or my dress uniforms fit because, I haven't worn that shit in like 10 years because, as a CB, we don't really do that stuff. Except, there's some that do, when they go to balls and whatnot. So I'm like, I want to go to the CB ball this year. So like, I was like, do I get this underwear to like suck everything in and hope that it'll fit? Or do I fill out the paperwork and wait a long time to get, a new set of uniform? Or do I just go and pay out of pocket for a new thing, right? So yesterday I went and tried on my peanut butters. So this is like, I literally haven't worn those.
Well, the peanut butters, for
like,
people that don't know, they're just your blues, right? Like,
no. So the peanut butters are black pants and a brown khaki colored button-down shirt. Okay. And so like I literally haven't worn those since the fall or winter of 2013. Okay. So it's a really long time. So I couldn't even button the pants, right?
Oh no.
I couldn't button the pants. Could not even like. Even if I sucked in and like, it's like, and if I had those underwear, I still probably wouldn't be able to do it. So then I tried the top on, and I could barely get that buttoned, and like my gut is just so big. I'm like, I don't feel that fat. But I mean, yeah, I did gain like 50 pounds in 10 years. And then, so I also last year I got some new dress weights because like at the NOSC in Rochester, they had a whites or they had a blues inspection. And like I told her, I was like, hey man, I was like, I don't plan on being here that long, so I didn't even bring them up. They're all down in Florida. I was like, okay. It's like, well, you're gonna have to get them eventually. I'm like, yeah, we'll see. That's what But anyway, so I ended up filling out the paperwork to get a new set of dress whites. And I went to a tailor shop at the mall, actually, and got measured, right? So then I took that paperwork, gave it to the supply representative, and he ordered me some new dress whites. I didn't even try them on. Like, when I got them, I just, like, left them in the bag and left him in the box and like threw it under the bed. And then I checked him out yesterday. The only thing different from those is like the pants went up a size, and to I think they went up a size to a size 36, right, waist.
Okay.
And I don't even think that they were hemmed or anything. And then the top, I tried on the top, and I was like, well, this doesn't fit either. It's like super tight around my gut. And I was like looking at the size, and it was a 44. I don't know if it was a regular or a long. And then I was looking at my old white's top, and it was a 44, and I think extra long or a long. So it's either. So originally, let's just say it's originally 44 long, because I had got really ridiculously long arms, right? So those ones, like, the arms fit, right? And the new ones, it was a 44 regular, because I tried it on, and it's like, oh my God. It's like, this doesn't cover all my wrist. So it's like, he literally sent me a size smaller.
Oh, no.
And, I couldn't button those pants either. So then, after reading that text message saying they gotta bring her peanut butters, today ended up being the longest day ever. All three of us went to work with the missus today. And I, went to the tailor shop on base to get some new service uniforms, aka the peanut butters. And I'm like, hey, I want to be fitted for some uniforms. And okay, well, I was like, what ones? The peanut butters. She's like, okay, here they are. She's like, what are you, a 40? I'm like, shit. So I don't know. So I just grabbed that. I grabbed two 40 regular and a 40 long. And I tried them both on, and I ended up going with the regular. And then I, just went up a size on the shirt, which fits like a lot better than the old shirt that I have. And then, I was like, yep, I'd like to buy these. And she measured me, and I can go pick it up tomorrow. But yeah, it was not as bad as I thought it was going to be, the price-wise. Still a lot, but, and it sucks is like the shorts that I'm wearing, all the pants that I wear, like regular clothes, the waist is a 36, right? So it's like, this stuff is like, I don't know where they get these measurements from, and the stuff's made by blind people, so like, why? And like, I have these gym shorts, or PT shorts as we call them, and like the center seam on the shorts, and like the center seam of the liner on the inside, they do not match up. They're like super crooked. Because this shit's made by blind people, and the shit costs way too much. But anywho, so yeah, and then the missus just had a terrible day at work.
Oh no!
And so it was like a super long day for her. And it was like, I'm not gonna drive all the way home just to turn around and come back to pick you up. So we did some more Christmas shopping, and on the way to go Christmas shopping, I'm just like driving along, going under the speed limit. And then I'm like almost to the destination where I'm going, right? And this cop like stands in the middle of the road and tells me to move over, like into a parking spot. And I'm like, what's up? And he's like, you're in a school zone? I'm like, wait, what? Are you serious? And he's like, yeah. And he like, he did the gun thingy, right? And clocked my speed or whatever. And I was going 23 miles an hour. And it was speeding, and I had no idea that I was in a school zone. And he's like, yeah, the flashing lights are right there. And I'm looking back, and I was like, I could barely see it. And then, so, yeah, got a speeding ticket. We're going through a school zone. And it was the smallest school zone ever. Like, and it's just like, I feel so dumb. Because, like, I didn't even see the sign with the flashing light. But he was snagging a lot of people in that area. And So I'm like driving back, right? And because I remember him saying like the flashing light's right there. And I'm like, I didn't see a flashing light. So I'm like driving, watching in the rear view because I'm going back the way that I came, and it's like the flashing light is behind a light pole. It's like, no wonder people aren't going to see it, right? But yeah, so I got like $150 fine.
Oh, Jesus.
So I'm just gonna just pay it. And it says I can do this driving thing to get the 3 points off the thing, but I don't know if I'm going to do that yet or not. He says I can do it online, but reading the fine print of it, it doesn't sound like it.
Well, I mean, like, you're going to be in Florida for, what, another a few months?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, is that going to affect your license back in New York?
Shit, I don't know, So, like, this isn't my first time getting a speeding ticket in a different state. So this is, like, the third speeding ticket.
Oh, jeez.
In my years of driving. So, like, I got one time coming back from Colorado with Brett. We were in either Iowa or... Were we in Nebraska? I'd have to look at a map. Did we go through Nebraska at all? It's either Iowa or Nebraska. I don't know if I've ever got a speeding ticket in New York. I got one in Mississippi, and then one here.
Well, I would see when you go. Are you going to go to court, or are you just going to pay it over the ticket?
No, I'm just gonna. I asked him, do I have to go to a court date? He's like, nope, you can just pay it online. I'm like, cool. I'm not gonna.
Well, you know what though? I would. You know what? I would go to the court and just be like, no,
not gonna fight it. Not gonna fight it. I mean, clearly, I was speeding.
Well,
in
not
the
like
zone.
fight it, but can you just maybe tell them and be like, hey, I'm moving back to New York, and
nope, not even gonna worry about it. Nope, I'm not gonna waste my time, and I'm not gonna waste their time.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna pay the money and
just live another day.
Say thanks a lot, Obama. But yeah, so today turned out to be like the longest day ever, and it was like and I was like, we just like so beat afterwards. We went to the grocery store and we bought we bought a couple frozen pizzas and like the frozen appetizer stuff, like jalapeno poppers, taquitos, little bagel bites.
There you go.
And that's what we did. That's what we did for dinner. And it was just the longest day ever. Just waiting for the missus to get done with work.
Damn.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that was my day.
Well.
What's new in the restaurant? What's new in the hospital biz? Did you find the room where they keep all the drugs?
No.
Oh, and another thing, before I sorry to interrupt you. So was it last Thursday or Friday? I called in to refill my prescription, right? And it's like you can pick it up Monday after 10 a.m.
Yeah.
So the missus had an off day for some stuff. Not necessarily taking a personal day, but she had to work on the Friday, but they had Friday off, so she had to do stuff on Friday, so she got to take her day off on Monday. But she ended up having to go in for some appointments and whatnots. So we all went, and I went to go pick up my medicine. And, oh my God, it's just like the worst. I don't know what it's like in the real world to do medication, because I've never been on medication before, but like the pharmacy system in the military is like, it's got to be the biggest joke ever. It's like, so the first time that I picked it up, you check in, right? You go scan your ID or put your information into this little kiosk thing. Then you get a ticket, right? And then you go sit down. We waited almost 2 hours so like after you get the ticket, oh my God, I look like I'm boring. I look like you look like you were so bored with me talking.
No, I'm good.
You falling asleep.
Keep going.
Okay, so the process is you grab a ticket, you wait for your number to call. So it's like you check in twice, right? And then you get called up a third time, and that's when you get your medicine. So you grab your ticket, you go sit down. It was almost a 2-hour wait to get like checked in the second time, and then it was like 20 minutes. So it's like, you know, like 2.5 hours of waiting just to get your medicine, right? And then, so when I called that Friday or Thursday or whatever day it was, and I said I could pick it up after 10 a.m. at this location, their satellite office, you know, like, cool, should be in and out, you know, because, you know, like, I have an appointment, right, to go. So I go, I check in, I get my ticket. It says on the TV screen, wait times are 25 minutes. I'm like, cool,
well, no,
lickety split.
Now, could you, like, I don't understand, could you just transfer that shit over to a pharmacy that you like a Walmart or a Walgreens?
I believe so, but I would have to pay for it.
Oh, so the medicine that you have, you don't have to pay for?
Yeah. So, like, when we move to New York, we will still be under the TRICARE medical insurance. And we'll have to find a pharmacy that accepts the TRICARE. So, it'll be, you know, like, a little bit of money. Yeah, I mean, because... Like a couple dollars.
Because,
so, like...
No, because, like, the medicine that I have right now, right? Like, I transferred to, like, different pharmacies, and I found the cheapest one, which was Walmart. And I went through them. That's what I go through now for my medication is Walmart. Because they have, like, a big list of what they have for, like, $4 or cheap or something like that. So, but, yeah, I understand, though. I mean, like, if it's free, then go through the insurance, you know.
Yeah. But it's like the wait time is just ridiculous. So this time we literally waited an hour. Luckily, it wasn't like a thing. Wasn't like the whole 3-step process. Like the first time that I did it. This time it was like I, you know, check in with the machine, grab my ticket. Literally an hour later, they called me up and like, okay, here's my ID. Okay, there's your medicine. But it's just so
fucking back,
long.
Yeah.
And the missus, she also had she got prescribed some stuff too.
Oh, so you had to,
because we're all just got all these problems. We're all on the medicines now, and she couldn't even get her medicine because like the place that she went to, which is it's all on the same network. They're like, our system's down. Well, she's like, well, what the hell? I was like, my husband was able to get his. Why can't he get? You know. But yeah, it's like it's the worst. Don't ever join the military. You hear that, people? Don't ever do it. I mean, it's an easy job.
Well, I mean, is it easy though?
Yeah, it's easy. It's just all the babysitting bullshit that you have to deal with.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. Like going through insurance companies and all that kind of bullshit. It is. I mean, like, it's almost like a scam, almost.
It's the worst healthcare. You know, if you don't have, like, some, like, physical disability, you're going to come out with mental problems. You know, you're babysitting adults.
Yeah.
But...
So...
What's up with you?
Not much.
What you been up to these past 2 weeks?
It has been just just working at the job. I worked at the nursing home today, and what we talked about earlier, the smell of the nursing home, you know, where that comes from. But yeah, not much has been going on, man. I'm
still having problems with the dogs.
Actually, you know what? Today, they did not poop in the spare bedroom, and I am so happy for that. Usually they panic and poop everywhere, but they didn't today. So.
Do they poop on the mattress?
No. The bed that we have in there, they didn't poop on it. So I mean,
No, that's good.
I think they're getting used to when we go to work.
Mm-hmm.
Lucy's fine. She'll just go in the chair and sleep. But Maddie, the new dog that we have, will get a little panicky.
Chew up everything, piss all over everything, poop all over everything, and then roll in it.
No.
So he's covered in poop.
Yeah. So
it's a good thing you don't have a water bed. They, jump on your bed and their claws would dig through it and watery everywhere.
If we lived in a waterbed house, that would be bad. But
where's Laura tonight?
She's off to bed, so.
Why so early?
She's got to work dirt early in the morning, so.
How early is dirt early?
I think she wants to be there at. This clock is fucking wrong. I don't know why. She has to be there. She's probably waking up somewhere around 4-ish, so.
Oh.
But, yeah, so. I decided to go to the bar after work. Because I haven't been.
Mistake number one.
Mistake number one. No. No, I haven't been down to Cheap Charlie's in a long time. And, I like to go there because this is what I like about bars. I can set down my phone, turn it off, watch the shitty TV that's on the screen, and just fucking forget about everything,
Spoken like a true alcoholic.
Yeah. No, I mean, like, I don't know how it is, but it's just sitting on your phone and just forgetting about the world,
Yeah, I wish it was like technology-wise back in 2006 when I didn't have a cell phone. I've just become so addicted to it because I don't want to say that I have no life being a stay-at-home parent, but like I'm just like on it all the time. And I've become the thing that I always make fun of my brother-in-law about because he's always on his phone too, and now I'm always on my phone, and it's just bad. But rewind a little bit. Last weekend, we had a date night in quotations, right? Harper had a sleepover at our friends, the Rollses'. They got the little boy who's Harper's age, and we went Christmas shopping. And Harper like had this Target magazine. She circled all the shit that she wants in it. And so Black Friday happened, right? And Jess was like doing all the stuff online, getting the best deals, but didn't, purchase anything. So I'm like, and she's like, we can't find the Gabby dollhouse that she wants. So bought it online. And it got delivered last week or this week, sometime recently. It came last Friday night, and I didn't know that it came. So I'm just checking my emails Saturday morning, scrolling through, and it says I have a package delivered yesterday. I'm like, weird, because we got home not necessarily late Friday evening, but I don't know, around 6 o'clock or so, when usually all the mail people are done. So there wasn't anything at the door. So that Saturday morning, I'm like, Harper, why don't you go take a potty break real quick? And she went to the potty, and Jess was taking a potty, so I quickly ran, looked outside of her door, and there it was. I'm like, hurrying, carrying the box into the bed. I'm like, Jess, I can't hide it. And but yeah, so then we went Christmas shopping Saturday night, and I really wanted to go see a movie, but she's like, no, I hate movies and I hate you, so we're not gonna go do it. And we got Chinese for dinner, and that was awesome. And I was like, you know what? I want to have a cocktail tonight. So we went to the liquor store.
Oh, there you go.
That's right by Target. And I got the Jameson cocktails in a can.
There you go.
so I had two of them that night with our Chinese, and I was, feeling a little loosey-goosey, eating the Chinese food, drinking those cocktails, and then watching A Christmas Story on TNT or TBS. There was like 24 hours of it. And then, we got all the wrapping done for her, for Harper, that is, and so when we talked about the Jameson cocktails in a can, they're awesome, and they're convenient. They're a little pricey.
Okay, so when you buy them, are they like in a 6-pack or?
It's a 4-pack.
Okay.
Of skinny cans, like so like you got your 12-ounce can, right? And then they got like the hard seltzers. They come in those skinny long cans. That's what it comes in, skinny long can, and it's a 4-pack. You regularly priced like $15.99 or something. I saw 3 different ones at the liquor store that I went to. One in the cooler section, one on the shelf, and then one around the corner on another shelf. And the one on the corner on the other shelf said that it was on sale, so it was like $5 off. So I went and grabbed the cold one, and I asked the lady at the counter, I saw a sign that says it's on sale, but this one's from the cooler. Are they all on sale? She's like, yeah. I was like, cool. Cool, so I got it. I definitely would recommend it if they knock the price down a lot.
Yeah.
But it's delicious and it's convenient. You can definitely, save $1 or $2, or I don't know, maybe even more if you just buy like a handle and whatever soda of choice. So the one that I got was the ginger ale and lime one.
Okay, yeah.
Right? So the Jameson and ginger with a little bit of lime to it. I couldn't really taste the lime in it, actually. And yeah.
Now, okay, so what I'm thinking about getting my dad is a bunch of sauces from like around this area, like Dinosaur Barbecue, just stuff around the Rochester area. And I'm thinking about getting, there's this the fake moonshine that comes in liquor stores. Well, they have a habanero whiskey, and I'm thinking about getting that for my dad because I've had it for a while. I still have it. It's in my liquor cabinet.
Yeah, and it comes in a little mason jar.
Yeah, it's the same people that do it, but it comes in a big bottle. So I'm thinking about getting my dad that, whatnot, because he likes spicy things, and I mentioned to him before, but he was like,
yeah,
I don't know. But yeah, I'm thinking about getting that for my dad.
Yeah, you should do it.
I've got all my Christmas shopping done for my side of the family, and yeah, it's just, I hate shopping for people.
Why? It's all you gotta do is Amazon. It's the easiest thing to do now.
Well, I use Kohl's, right? Because
of the Kohl's bucks, or whatever it's called.
You get like, if you spend so many dollars, you get Kohl's cash back. But dumbass me forgets to put a reminder on my phone that those Kohl's cash expires.
Yeah.
So I fucking ordered all the shit, and I got like $40. I'm like, well, that's gonna be good. And then I'll forget about it and fucking.
Yeah. I would say what you should do, instead of just buying everybody gifts, right? Do experiences, right? Like a trampoline park or something.
Like a gift card to a trampoline park?
Yeah. So Laura's got nieces and nephews, right? How many nieces and nephews?
She has one nephew and 2 nieces.
Are they all brother and sister?
Yes.
Are they like? Because I know.
Well, they're obviously
so
not like brothers and sisters.
No, because I got a bunch of nephews,
I know what you're
right?
saying, yeah.
So like some of them are cousins, and then some of them are brothers and sisters. So like 3 of them are cousins to these 8, but yeah, you could. So these 3 kids, they all come from the same mom and dad. Yeah, I say you should, like, instead of going and buying them a bunch of crap that they'll not use after 2 weeks, go take them like a trampoline park or something, or take them skiing.
Yeah, you know what though? Skiing.
Yeah, just on the magic carpet. It's like, sorry kids, Uncle Bogart can't afford the good one.
Yeah. No, I mean, like, winter. Well, so far this season, the ski season, has been really shitty weather-wise. It's just been rain.
Yeah.
And so I'm just, this year though, for present-wise, I'm just gonna get one big gift to each of my nieces for my mom's side of the family, or well, my mom's side of the family, my side of the family.
Yeah.
And that's it. We used to get them stockings full of like candy and shit like that, but then we noticed that like they don't even touch it. So we're what's that?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
But so we're just gonna get them. My one niece wants Harry Potter picture books.
Oh, fuck that. Just get the whole series of the DVDs.
Yeah, they want picture books, which they make, like, it's literally a full Harry Potter book with illustrations. And it is, I mean, she wanted the last 2 series of it. I think they only have 4 books of it. And, yeah, I mean.
Well, there's Jess, how many books of Harry Potter there are? 7? Oh, you got your headphones in? There's only 7 Harry Potter books?
Yes.
But 8 movies?
Yes.
Yeah. There's 7 books.
Yeah, they only made
But there's only 4 of the picture
4
ones so
of the
far?
picture ones. So I got them. I got the 4 picture books.
They're really cool.
But I got 4 of the
Picture books.
well, she had the first 2.
Oh, so you got the last 2.
The last 2. Yeah, I got the last 2. And then my other niece, Persephone, wanted either Pokemon stuff or dragon stuff.
Oh, you can just give her your old Pokemon stuff.
You know what? When I grew up, I never got into that Pokemon shit.
You never grew up.
I never grew up, but I never got into Pokemon. I wish I did, because Charizard cards are worth fucking millions.
That's like this. It's like a thing that I saw today or yesterday. I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was like basically about investing, and like boomers bitching about something and someone bitching about something, and then it's a millennial and how he invested is, and he's got like this crazy holographic Charizard card that's worth millions. It's like, that's funny.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's crazy though, because like these kids, well, you know what? There is I don't know how to explain it. There is a lot of people had the Charizard cards, right? And there's over population of those cards, so it was worth like $1 million back in the day, probably like a year ago. But there's so many of them now that it's not as they're not as expensive as there was back then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the market is saturated with
Charizard cards. It's ridiculous. So I mean, and then Logan Paul, you know that YouTuber?
I know who he is. I couldn't tell you anything about him.
I mean, he made it worse for all collectors, because he made a series about how he has the fucking $1 million or you know, like, I don't know. It's just fucking.
Like I heard he bought a thing.
He bought the most.
I don't know if it was like an NFT, you know, a non-fungible token or whatever it stands for like a ridiculous amount of money, and then it tanked.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, like, all these people are buying Pokemon cards now, and it's not as valuable as it is probably a year ago. It's just all saturated, like you said. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I have to get either Pokemon stuff or Dragon stuff for my niece Persephone. So.
But you said that they were all done.
Well, besides one of them.
On your mom's side.
On my mom's side.
Or your side.
My side.
Your side of the family said you were all done on shopping.
Yeah, I just got to get her stuff. I'm just going to go to Kohl's and see if they have any Pokemon or...
well, don't forget to spend your Kohl's cash.
Yeah, I'm not going to forget it.
Before it expires.
Yeah, I had $40 worth of Kohl cash, and it fucking tanked because I fucking forgot.
How long is it good for?
I think it's good for like maybe 2 weeks.
Oh, jeez, what a bunch of bastards.
It's...
So, we do advent calendars, right? They're fun. I'm doing a chocolate one from IKEA. The wife, she's doing a wine one.
Oh, did she get the one
Aldi.
from... Oh, she got the one from Aldi's.
Yeah. And Harper has a cocoa melon one, which is also from Aldi. And so I've been, having a piece of chocolate every day. But was it yesterday? There was a gingerbread cookie in it, right? So it was a pretty decent sized cookie, I guess. And then I was like getting my chocolate out today, and I was like, opening up the flap of all the ones that I got before, and I noticed there was something else in the cookie one, and it was like a little gift card, right, for free meatballs the next time I go to IKEA, and that expires in 6 months. And it was funny because it was valid. It was so clever the way that they did it. So yesterday was the sixth day,
mm-hmm.
right? So it was December 6th, and I was looking at the card, and it's valid from December 6th until June 6th or whatever. I'm like, oh my god, that's so clever. That was started today. So people that buy the advent calendars who eat all the chocolate in one sitting,
Yeah.
can't use any other stuff. I'm sure there might be other little gift cards in there too, which would be cool. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I went to go get the advent calendar from Aldi's, but they were all sold out.
Yeah, they were all sold out of the beer ones
mm-hmm.
here. I mean, maybe they didn't even have any. I don't know. I didn't go the day that they released it because I wanted to, but we were just too busy. But it was shit, I don't know, a week or 2 weeks after.
Mm-hmm.
And we were there, and I was looking around. I don't really see any. And then, so I know the one that we go to,
mm-hmm.
it's exactly the same layout as the one in Penyan.
Okay.
Right? So, I don't know if you've ever been to the one in Penyan. So, you walk in through the front door, and they have the take and bake pizzas and the veggies along that section. And then if you go all the way down straight, you're in a prepared food section of hummus and cheeses and whatnot. So you go all the way right, and then you'll pass the meat section, and then you hang another right. You're at some more meat, other dairy products, juices and milk, and then there's a little slight left-hand turn, right? So you're at a corner, and then there's the frozen section. So at that corner is where they had all the advent calendars for drinks, the hard seltzers and the wine.
When I looked, well, I mean, Aldi's didn't sell alcohol forever in New York.
Yeah.
And they just started probably not too long ago. So when I went, I looked. I mean, I went what was it? I think it was like the second day you told me about it. I went, it's all sold out.
Yeah.
I mean,
at the one here that we, not the one that we normally go to, but this one that's near a bookstore that we go to, Barnes and Noble. We went there for something when we went to the bookstore, and I just wanted to see what, because they had like this flyer hanging out on the front of the door. I wanted to see what it says, and it said that they were like going to be handing out tickets for people that want the alcohol advent calendars.
oh really?
And you're like limiting them to like 2 calendars
Per customer?
per customer, and they were doing like a thing like lining up outside the door before opening.
Oh shit!
Is what the flower. What I mean, they weren't doing that then because they haven't been released to the public yet because it was like a few days before it was happening. But they're like, I can just see like all these white trash people lining up outside of Aldi's at 8 a.m. to get their little bottles of wine or hard seltzer or beer.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, New York is fucking crazy with their restrictions, but they've been loosening up. Like, you can buy, lotto tickets now from debit cards. You can do that. You can buy alcohol through apps like Instacart and stuff like that. So, funny story. When they first started selling alcohol through Instacart, I jumped to it. I'm like, and this is when I was working from home, and so I was like, oh, okay, I'll buy a 24 pack of hard seltzer and a 12 pack of Labatt Blue. I did it, and so many people couldn't deliver it to us because they were either underage, because all the delivery drivers were underage, so you had to find that one person that was overage to deliver it. So it was a shit show. So I ordered it. I think it was like 4:00 in the afternoon. I ordered the Instacart for all the alcohol, and I didn't get it until I think it was like 9:30.
Oh my god.
Because
shit, man, you should have just canceled the order and gone to the gas station.
But if you cancel it, you have to pay a fee or some shit. So I was like, fuck it.
That's how they get you.
But yeah, okay. So talking about last episode when I ordered a bunch of food and stuff like that, I've been bringing food and energy drinks to work. I don't think they're going to take so much out. Because I haven't ordered a lot with my badge and whatnot, so.
How many times did you swipe it this week? Or the past 2 weeks?
Have we been off the past 2 weeks?
I don't know. The last episode that we did was the 27th.
No, it can't be.
It's like a week and a half.
Alright. So, yeah, I haven't swiped my badge a lot. When I get my nicotine patches, or not patches, but pouches, I would buy an energy drink, and what I do is I mix Liquid Death.
Yo, Liquid Death sponsor us. We're minorities.
I would mix Liquid Death sparkling water with the energy drink to make, and lately I can't drink a full can of energy drink. I have to mix it with something like a water or sparkling water because it keeps me hydrated with it. Because if I just drink the if I drink the energy drink, I'll get dehydrated so quick. So
yeah. So tell the listener, whatever her name is,
Belinda.
Yeah. So we were talking. So you had. It was the last episode that we did, right? You had off, and you took a nap, or something.
Okay, yeah.
Right. And you woke up at like 8:00 at night.
Yep.
And so it was like, what, a Sunday night a couple weeks ago? I honestly don't remember. You took a nap throughout the day, and you woke up at 8:00 at night or something, right? And then you stayed up late.
Oh, I
editing.
edited the podcast and everything like that. Yeah.
And so, okay, this is how it was. We had the episode.
Mm-hmm.
You stayed up late, doing all the editing, and you. So Monday, I think it was, you didn't have to work, and you told me you ended up taking a nap and woke up at 8:00 at night the next day.
No.
And I'm like, bro, you were gonna be dragging ass hardcore at work the next day, right? Tell us about that day. Were you dragging ass? How many editings did you have?
Okay, so I think I know what you're talking about, but I'm not really sure. But I had the day off, but I ended up, because Laura went to work, and I took a nap. Like, I had to make a few phone calls because of my previous job and what stuff like that. I had to settle shit for that, and then I went to sleep afterwards, and I woke up late at night. It was pretty fucking bad. And so, yeah.
You didn't get any sleep. You're just watching dirty movies all night long until you had to get up at 4:00 in the morning to go to work.
Yeah.
You could barely survive.
But luckily, I think I had to do trash and linen that day, so it wasn't really that bad. Like, my brain, when I'm at work, my brain is in autopilot. Like,
in a fog, you're just like, I have no
yeah,
idea.
it's
There's probably a room full of zombies around here somewhere.
yeah, like today. I had to work in the nursing home, so it's a little bit different. It's cleaning residents' rooms and stuff like that. But when I do trash and linen, my brain is like in autopilot. I'll get on the first break and be like, holy shit, what the fuck did I do? Because it's just like autopilot the whole time.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like, should I have done this 2 years ago? Hell fucking yeah. I should have quit my job at AIG and fucking went to this, because it's a steady fucking paycheck. It's, I don't know.
How many paychecks have you had so far? You've been there a month now.
Yeah,
right?
so
like a month to the day.
Yeah,
right?
so I think my direct deposit hits tonight.
Nice.
So
go to the bar tonight.
I did go to the bar. I sent you a picture. Yeah, I sent you a picture. I went to the bar.
You go to the bar again after you get paid.
No, I went. So today, I got home from work. The dogs didn't poop in the spare bedroom, so it was an easy cleanup, And I was like, Laura, do you think I can go to the bar?
You have to ask her for permission.
No, I don't have to ask her for permission, but I just like, hey, do you think I can go to the bar and have a couple drinks? So I did, and I usually get her pretzel bites, like the big pretzels with the cheese, beer cheese or whatever. She loves those. So
why don't you take her to the bar with you?
she's
Do it. Take her next time you go.
yeah. I don't know, but
Do it.
yeah. So
Do it.
I went to the bar. No, there was no seats at the bar. So,
Why were there no seats?
because they were all full of people. So,
on a Wednesday night?
yeah, it was crazy. being surprising for...
Babe, can you get the cat off the thing? He's eating the pizza.
What?
Can you get the cat off the thing? He's eating the pizza.
I'm curious.
Oh. But,
Now we gotta throw that pizza out because the cat's been
But yeah, there's no seats at the bar. So so I stayed there for a little while, you know, because I went right after work. So it was, but after the time we cleaned the spare bedroom and stuff like that, I
You're like, Laura, you're cleaning the bedroom. I'm going to the bar. Is that how it was?
kind of, yeah.
Oh, you terrible human being.
So, no, because I only go to the bar probably like once or twice a month. I'll go. I like to go and just mingle with the people and stuff like that. And you know, I told you before, I just like to set my phone down, watch the shitty TV, and watch stuff like that. So, but I went and it was my neighbor's birthday.
Oh, cool. Old Reds, huh?
No, not Red. Red. Okay, so if people don't know who Red is, Red was my neighbor across the street that always asked us to buy beer for him because he didn't have ID. But no, it was my other neighbor that lives to the right of us. He turned 41, and I will be less than a month now, 45. Or no, 35. 35. I'll be 35, so it's just crazy because he looks 10 times older than 41.
Yeah. Living in a trailer park will do that to you.
So, I mean, I text Laura, I'm like, he's turning fucking 41 and I'm gonna be 35.
How old does he
Oh,
look?
he looks fucking like 50 fucking 8.
That's such a random number, 58, huh?
Well, I mean, I'm just guessing off my fucking top of my head, but...
And he's got the kid who just hangs out.
No, that's
Or is this a different person?
on the other side of me, but... yeah, so... It's fucking crazy how... I swear to God, it's the Bloomfield water that fucking turns people old.
Yeah. So, we got any fan mail or emails or text messages or anything or phone
I'll
calls?
check right now.
Why don't you read the fan mail that we got from the one fan?
Do you want to... Okay, Felinda. Right? Alright, hold on.
Is that how you say her
Yeah,
name?
Felinda. I will read that. Hold on, let me pull that up.
Belinda Sanchez, I don't follow directions. Love listening to y'all's podcast every week. David has me cracking up each week, antagonizing you with all his comments like surrendering your dogs and telling you to shut them up. I wear my Bogart Podcast shirt all the time. Y'all even made my top list on Spotify. We need Laura Hernandez on the show. Well, Belinda Sanchez, thank you.
Yeah.
For that. The only thing I have to say, I hate the word y'all so much.
Well, she lives in Texas.
You are unfriended.
She lives in Texas, bro. So
It's like that. It's like I hate that word so much.
y'all.
Y'all. It's pronounced use guys.
You guys.
Use guys.
But
But yeah.
well, so I mean, okay, so I know that you've texted me that you've been down in the dumps lately.
Mm-hmm.
What does that make you feel, like with our podcast?
What? It's the only thing that I look forward to.
Yeah, I mean, like,
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Because I have no friends or family or land here besides, my beautiful wife and our awesome daughter.
Mhm.
But I have no friends. I don't have a car because I sold it because we're a one-car family. and stuck in this apartment all day, and sometimes I just feel sad and depressed.
But you know what, though?
This is the only thing I have to look forward to.
You know what, though?
And the missus has given me this death stare.
We have the technology. You are not stuck in this house.
You have Uber, bro.
Yeah, but I don't want to spend money for Uber.
Oh, not your fault.
But yeah, doing the podcast is, the only thing that I look forward to, and it, helps me with my mental health, because it's 2022, and people only care about mental health and being woke, and they always talk about how no hate here, right? But they hate the Donald Trumps.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But mental health and blah blah blah, this and all that. Speaking of which, so I was talking with a Met the other day.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not gonna get into this.
No, you're gonna get into this. I can't remember what he posted. It was. You're gonna say something conspiracy theorist or conspiracy theory type of thing. I can't remember what the thing, but I sent him a message. Let me see.
Okay, before you get into that,
let me see if I have the thingies.
Ahmet Dadali is a pro skier that we grew up with, and he lately has been just not conspiracy theories, but facts that are not 100%.
You don't know this.
Oh, dude, I know this.
You don't know this. You don't do the research like he does. But I can't remember what he had on his story, and I said, bruh, for real? Or actually, it wasn't a question mark. It's like, bro, for real. And then he said, you guys should talk about some of this on the podcast, man. He's like, have me on. And then he said, Bogart is scared too.
That's fucking.
You're scared to have.
I'm not.
You're scared to have. You're scared to have.
I'm not.
You're a pussy, Evan. You're afraid to have your best friend on the show.
I'm not fucking scared of that guy. You know what? I'm more pissed at him because
being afraid of him.
No, I'm not fucking. You know what? It just pisses me off that he pissed away fucking a career. And you know what?
He didn't piss it away.
What does he have? Fucking a fishing spear and a fucking Instagram story? Fuck him. You know what? He pisses me off. He has a fucking career where he travels around the world skiing and shit like that. And because he doesn't want to get a little vaccine, well, fuck him.
He doesn't have to.
It's his right not to do it, but he... I have no fucking words because it pisses me off how much he pissed away. I'm sorry.
Don't let it piss you off. He's one of your dearest friends. You should be happy for him that he's an entrepreneur now.
Entrepreneur what?
Thing.
Like fucking fish huts?
It's not a fish hut. I don't know if he
wanted to sell my fucking... Okay, so he was like, oh, dude... I makes extra money selling my data to fucking people. Internet data. It's like, dude.
Well, would you rather have somebody else sell your information, or would you rather sell your information?
I don't give a fuck at this point. They're gonna steal my shit anyways.
With him selling it, he's getting a cut of the profits. But anywho, like I was saying before, you so rudely interrupted. I said, Bogart is scared too. Haha. And I said, he is scared too. I keep telling him. And, but what made me chuckle is and the next thing he said, I'll just read it. He's like, haha, I know he is, man. I don't know what he's so afraid of, man. But if he wants to keep talking about his dog, it's so funny. He's like, if he wants to keep talking about his dog's 101 problems, he can. It's refuse. Just talk about your dog shitting all over the place.
What are you gonna do, dude? I can't.
We have to invite him onto the show.
Well, if we had to invite him on the show, it would have to be like 9 o'clock in the morning because...
That's okay.
You're going to do 9 o'clock in the morning?
Well, I probably won't be able to, but the next time that you have a day off...
Invite him on at 9 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah. I mean, so he's in Indonesia. I know when I was in Guam, that was like 18 hours ahead. So he's, probably somewhere between 18 and 24 hours ahead.
I don't know. It just
really,
pisses me off. It just
don't let it piss you off. Don't let it piss you off. He's out there living his best life.
It is, but you know what though? If he wants to talk shit about me, he wants to talk shit about me and my fucking dogs, then
no, he's not talking shit about you. He's saying that all you talk about is your dog's 101 problems. Like,
well, because it's our fucking podcast. Let him fucking come on and talk about his fucking problems. What?
So are you calling him out? Are you challenging him?
I'm calling him out. Call on the show. I'm at the Dolly. 585-678-1660. That's 585-678-1660. Yeah, so I think we're going to wrap up the show.
No, wait, hold on. I got some more stuff to talk about.
Well, we're going to have to pause it.
No, I can't. It's too
I got to
important.
take, like, a pee like no one else. So hold on.
All right, let me... Okay, and we're back. How was it?
It was good.
I didn't hear the toilet flush.
Well, it's far away. So, anyways.
I didn't hear the sink go either. Did you wash
did.
your hands? You're supposed to say no, and because I didn't pee on them, why would I wash my hands?
Some of the, what was it? So, some of my area that I clean, it's crazy.
Oh,
yeah.
at the hospital?
It's crazy how you would think there was a lot more paper towels and stuff like that used, but there isn't. So you know that people don't wash their hands. All right, so we're going back to the Metadali thing. Let's.
No, we're done with that. But yeah, you told him, you calling him out, you're gonna challenge him to a fight on the podcast.
Tell him to call in.
I meant call in.
All right, so.
Yeah, I got some. Well, we already talked about that one thing. Yeah, so, and my notes it says we need to talk about a bit and how we can get him on the show. All right, so Dave Portnoy, right? You know him, you love him. One bite, everybody knows the rules.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Okay, so I hate his fan base.
So, are you talking about?
What do you think his fan base is?
So he's the founder of Barstool Sports.
No, we're not talking about him. We're talking about his fans. Like all the people that you see when he's doing his pizza reviews. All like the people watching him, recording him with their cell phones.
He can't really be hated because.
Oh, I hate them.
Yeah.
I hate his fan base. Those college bros, with their hats that they wear backwards, just like slightly on top of their head, It's like all those college bros on Dave Portnoy's pizza reviews are so fucking annoying. I don't think there's anything that I hate more than today's college bros.
Are you talking about like with the fans Are you talking about the fans that whatchamacallit, that are in his reviews, or people that are watching his reviews?
He's doing a review live, right? And he's got the dude and the camera, right? And then, Dave Portnoy's doing his pizza thing, and then, some college bro will say something, just being obnoxious, and, the guy's trying to do his thing, and these fucking college idiot bros are being obnoxious, and I hate everything about them.
Well, that's what you get.
The way that they dress, the way that they look.
Well,
it's like... Unfortunately, his demographic is college
I was gonna
pros.
say his whole lineup is kids that just worship him, but I mean it's shitty with I don't know.
But yeah, I hate those. I hate those guys. Dave Portnoy's great. I love what he does. I just don't like his fan base.
It's all college kids, bro. That's
Yeah.
what you get. I mean, like
I mean, we weren't like that when we were in college, you know.
Well, we didn't have something like that though.
Yeah, we didn't have a famous guy walking around our cities reviewing pizza.
No, we had fucking shitty beer and fucking beer pong.
Yeah, someone asked me, like, in one of those thumbnails that you had for an episode, and that beer pong thing. You know what I'm talking about, that huge beer pong table setup that we had. Somebody asked me, where was this? I think it was my little sister. And I'm like, it was at it's like, at some dude's house.
It was an
an
apartment complex. It was Big Bad Joe.
Big Bad Joe. Where did we meet?
He was from Syracuse, and he had my effective reading class because he was homeschooled all his life. And he was like, oh, well, you know, I live in this apartment complex. And I was like, okay. And then we went over there. You spit in someone's cup. And you're like, we won't tell anyone that we spit in it. And they fucking hated you, bro.
Yeah, whatever. But that's not where you met him, I think.
Yeah, my effective reading class.
No, remember when that one time when I dressed you up in that hockey jersey and we took you ice
That
skating?
was way after. Way after.
No, that was way before. That was way before.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because we didn't know him then. And we're like, hey, because he was there ice skating, and we were there ice skating. And we're like, hey man, do you want to be in our video where you just go and check this kid into the boards? And then you found him at college. But yeah. And then, so the last thing that I have in here. So I listed some guitars on the internet for sale, right? It's been about 2 weeks. I've only had one hit. A person asking if I would trade him a shitty Les Paul for it. I'm like, no. And then I went back. I'm like, I'm not really interested. I was like, I'm not really interested in trades, but it depends on what you have. And so he told me he had, this Gibson Les Paul Studio, which I wasn't interested in. And he's like, well, I got this, 90s Dan Electro 59 DC. And I'm like, definitely not interested in that either. So then, I went and changed the listing saying that I'm not interested in trades and, preferred cash. But, it's, it's up for negotiation. I didn't say that it's up for negotiation, so, I'm surprised, no one's lowballed me or anything. But, here's a new drinking game we're starting. Every time me or you says, the listeners have to take a drink. So, anywho, so I listed them on the Facebook Marketplace, right? This is the first time that I've been on the Facebook since I've logged in years, and I don't even check the regular old Facebook. I just don't even know my way around the Facebook anymore. It's completely changed. So I struggled to find the marketplace, and then it took me a while to find it, and then I found it, loaded up some pictures, wrote a little description. And then I was just searching to see what's for sale around the area, and I found a nice vintage guitar, or so it's claiming to be. The gentleman selling it says it's a 1982 Gibson Les Paul Custom, left-handed. It's my favorite guitar. It's black, and he's got it for for today's guitar market, such a fantastic price. And I saw that it was like at the time listed 10 weeks ago or 11 weeks ago. So I messaged the guy. I was like, hey, I see that this was listed 11 weeks ago. Is it still available? And then he said, yep. And then it took me a few hours to get back to him because I was at the dentist. No cavities. Got my teeth cleaned. Still feel great. So then, I asked him, like, cool, I would love to hear, get the history of the guitar. Then I asked him a bunch of questions. And then I hit send. And then I haven't heard anything from him.
Ghost ya.
Nothing.
Ghost ya.
Yeah, that's what I said in my notes. It's like, I feel like what are the kids calling it today? Ghosted. But anywho, in the pictures of the listing that he has, they're not the best pictures. I gotta stop saying so much. He has a picture of the serial number, and you can barely read it. You can make out some numbers on it. For those that don't know, well, that's not entirely true. I know how to read Gibson serial numbers, and so I can tell the decade, the day, the year, and then the batch number that it was made. It's pretty simple once you figure it out. So it's got an 8, 3 digits for the day, and then another. So it's like the first number is for the decade. The next 3 digits are for the day. The next number is for the year. The last 3 numbers are for the batch number. It looks like it says. It definitely says 8, but it's like, I'm just gonna say 1, 2, 3, and then it looks like it says a 6. So that would make it, the 123rd day of the year, 1986, right? So it's like, it's not an 82. I don't know why he's saying it's an 82. But I know it doesn't look like it's a 2. It looks like a 6 in the serial number that you can barely see. So, I asked him a whole bunch of questions, and I didn't get a response, and it's like, I want to get that guitar, and because it's a great price for today's market, and I would take it, and I would trade that in, or I would contact these people that have a guitar that I want to have so badly for my collection, and see if they would trade in, do it like an even swap. But the guy hasn't said anything, and I haven't gotten any hits on my guitars either. So, all you loyal listeners out there, if you know any left-handed guitar players who are in the market for a mid to late 80s Fender Telecaster, allegedly I'm the second owner. I bought it from the local music store that is no longer in business back in 2007. The guitar is Candy Apple Red, Japanese-made Fender Telecaster, 62 reissue. It's got, it's been loved. It's been loved by me for the past few years, and whoever owned it before me. It's got some major belt buckle wear on the back, but yeah, it's a country guitar, and it's available for purchase. DM for more details. And Evan is just so bored. I wish you guys could see how bored he looks. He's falling asleep.
I don't know if this is more of like a Craigslist ad, but
no, it's a Facebook Marketplace ad. But here we are, an hour and 25 minutes in, and I'm just rambling on about guitars and your beard, and you're just bored out of your mind.
All right. Well, that was Bogart Podcast this week.
Wait. How much dick do you suck?
I don't suck any. That was the Bogart Podcast this week. Call on the show.
Oh, wait. Actually, we should probably tell them. For the remainder of the year, we're probably just going to...
We're going to do the Christmas special.
We're going to do a Christmas special. And then once we get to episode 26, we're going to take a little break.
We're going to take a little break. Probably, so episode 26 would be probably sometime in, about March. Maybe March. And we'll take a little break. and then we're going to figure out the podcast studio situation. I'm probably going to contact the person in Bloomfield and tell them we're going to take the space.
I don't think you should do it. I think you should get a shed.
I can't get a fucking shed, dude.
I'll finish it for you. Put in some drywall, or put in some insulation and some drywall. We'll run some electric. I know a dude who can do electric.
Well, when you get back, we'll discuss it. But call on the show.
Valinda, let us know what we should do. Should Evan waste his money in an office space, or should he buy a shed and put it at his place? And then when he goes to finally sell his place, he's got the best shed in the park.
All right. Valinda, let us know. But until next time, we'll see you on the other side. This has been a Beer Pirate Radio production.